the God? Is it a truth or just a man-made fiction? If it is a truth, then what are the limits of his existence? If it is an imagination, then what was the need which urged man to make him? Does man need God? Either he is a truth or a matter of fiction. From weakness, life starts. Human beings, plants, birds, animals. After that, the strength begins to emerge and be formed. Arms become stronger. Legs hit the floor. Man starts looking into the life around him. Many creatures and wide world. With assistance and help, quest starts. One hand teaches him how to walk. Another teaches him how to avoid or shoot the spear. His tongue collects sounds from his surroundings until he utters, word by word, then a sentence and a tale. With the tale, a lot of questions arise. From where? To where? What is the origin of life and its end? Who brought him to the world? His parents? Who brought his parents? The universe? Exactly like him, the universe starts small and weak, then grows. The sun, the moon, plants, and animals. Man knew life among tribes and groups in which one supports another. He realized that he can't live alone. But gathering with people is not always beneficial. It may be an entrance to evil and dissolution, a sign of war, for example. He searched. In his searching process, he put laws, organizing his life and keeping his rights. He could sometimes make it, but he failed a lot. The justice was still a controversial value, controlled by power and interest. He knew the nature around him, the sun and the moon, the rain, the wind and the seas. He knew their benefits and examined their strengths. He studied their laws to realize their advantages and to protect himself from their dangers. He tried, but couldn't find a way to prove himself against them when they got stronger. He knew life and death. He searched for their laws. He tried, but could only find one absolute power that possesses nature around him, regulates death, and grants life. So he gazed at the sky, at the power that manages the world. What is it that rules this life? Voltaire said, if God had no existence, it would have been necessary to create him in minds and consciousness. We have various stories about God's existence. Each nation has its own story. One regarded God as a man. Another said, no, God is a woman. Some nations made him many idols, inhabiting the mountains or disappearing into the seas. They built gods from stone, imagined that he is the sun, the moon, or fire. Each power that people imagined absolute was called a god. Man gave sacrifices in temples and around fire. He supplicated, toured, and sang hymns. Whenever he found a new need, he called the thing that he imagined was the solver god. Needs were sometimes achieved, and some other times weren't. But everything came to an end, didn't last. God must be complete and everlasting. The sun sets, fire is extinguished, stones fall by picks. None of them lasts. The universe does. So how come that the owner of this surviving universe is mortal? Logically, this matter is impossible. God must be complete and immortal. Is mind the God? Then why do wise men with sound minds die? So, during all ages, no nation quitted thinking about questions of creation and having its own vision about God, who is controlling the whole world, until religions arrived, telling people that the force they are seeking doesn't live in mountains nor travel along prospects. It's neither a man nor a woman, but he is only one strong and ambidextrous God in the sky. He created this wide world and organizes its laws. He is the scale of justice. He is the giver of life. Minds can't realize him, and the sight can't spot him. Cressy Morrison said, "While our minds are limited, so we can't appreciate things that is unlimited, therefore we must believe in the existence of the Creator of everything." How would the world be without a God, without a merciful God, a giver, an instigator? How would the world be without faith, without tranquility, without justice, without a known goal? Religions came to answer many questions shared by all people about the world's origin, man's origin, the nature of God who created man and gave him everything. With these answers, religions presented laws of life and nature, putting everything in its proper place in man's realization to create a harmonious relation between man, the universe, and all the things in it. At the end, are these answers enough to reflect the reality of the existence of God?